Teaching moment, learning moment. 1,000-mile service, XL1200X. So I got home from work and I rode about half an hour. We're well up to operating temperature. And the service manual says 2.8 quarts in the oil pan and 1 quart in the primary. I'm probably going to use the AMSOIL 2050 in both. I have the Formula Plus for the primary, but I don't think I'm going to use that. I don't think I'm going to try the AMSOIL 2050. I've read plenty of reviews on it, and people say they get really good clutch engagement out of it, so we're going to go with that. Alright, so what we're looking at here, right here, this is the drain hose. You're going to unclip this, just like you unclip your clutch cable, if you've done that, and if you don't, it's on a clip just like this. We're going to drop this down, we're going to take this hose clamp loose, we're going to pull that plug, and we're going to drain our oil. Also, down here at the bottom, this is our primary plug. Right there. She's pretty warm. So we're going to go ahead and pop seal on those, drop the oil out, then we'll take the primary cover off. Okay, as you can see, it just drops down right here, easily enough from where it was up here. So you just take it from there, pull it down here, and now we're going to take that loose. Also, this is your clutch cable. This is the clamp that holds your clutch cable on. I put the new bars on, extended my clutch cable a little bit, so I'm looking at possibly reclamping that or getting a longer clutch cable. I'm not liking how tight that is, so we'll see about that later. Okay, I've got the primary plug out now, and you can see primary oil is really clean. Also, you can see on the magnet all that buildup that's supposed to be on there. There's a magnet on there on the plug, and it's just fine. It's not too chunky, so that's to be expected. New engine, we don't want any more than that. We want to clean that. And you see, I don't know if they changed this at the shop or if it came from the factory that way, but that's got PTFE on it. And I don't know, I may put some back on there. Primary cover bolts, T27 Torx. Okay, see that spring right there? Don't lose it. The manual calls for thread lubricant, Loctite. I have the white. I'm using the white. I'm also going to use my torque wrench and torque to about 22 pounds or so. It's an odd setting on the torque wrench, so we'll go with that. I changed my mind. I'm going to go with the Formula Plus, just because it's what it says in the manual, and why not? As you can see, I'm going with the aluminum foil method to catch my oil when I pull my filter off. I've got a dam here created, so there should be minimal mess. There'll always be a mess, but I'll clean that up. My mess was extremely minimal. Just a little bit ran down the case. I've cleaned that up. You can see everything over there in the pan. AMSOIL V-Twin 2050. We're going to take our filter. We're going to fill it maybe a quarter of the way. We're going to slosh it. We're going to get in there. That way it's not all sitting in there inside the filter, and we spill it whenever we go to put it back together. Alright, so that's in there. We're going to get a little bit of the oil on our finger. There we go. Put some on the ring. This helps create a good seal. Keeps you from binding your rubber whenever you remount your filter. There are thousands, if not tens of thousands of videos on how to change oil fluids in a Sportster. This is just mine. Something I did discover when I changed the oil, that filter was on there way too tight. So I'm not cool with that. Alright, something else I've seen as far as changing oil in a Sportster. Okay, the Sportster is a dry sump system. So what that means is you have to have oil all the way through your system. If you put this plug in right now and you start filling the oil, you're looking at probably, well, not probably, you're looking at air in your system, and you don't want that. So what we're going to do is we're going to add oil, and as soon as it starts coming out, the drain hole right there, the drain plug, drain line, hose, we're going to plug it. Well, belching, if you were. Okay. Alright, that's plugged. We'll go ahead and put this cord in. And we'll go ahead and fill it the rest of the way. At the time of service, 1,000-mile service, this 2019 XL1200X has 1,944 miles on it. Hartley says 2.8 quarts. I'm going to put 2.5. I'm going to take it out and ride it, warm it up, then I'll come back and see where the oil level is. So there you go. Fluid change, service. Let's take her out. Unfortunately at this time, I don't have the kit to take you with me, but that's coming. So brace yourselves.